Hello, Draconian Slaying Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play the Dark Queen of Krynn with me, BlueAnkylo. Last episode, we fought a lot of mages and stuff in New Aurum, because they're everywhere, and everyone's got delayed blast fireball. We're gonna talk to this guy again shortly. Right now, even. But yeah, our quest progression now is to make friends with some rebels, and we rescued some people from the prisons, you know. I have heard of your daring rescue of the hostages. For some time, we have sensed great evil in the palace. Will you investigate? I mean, that's what we're here. We're the heroes. Please do us the honor of accepting this token of our appreciation. Ooh, a scroll. This clay pass will buy you entrance to the rear entrance of the palace. Alright. I thought we were going to end up... Maybe there might be two different ways to play this area. The work with the Thenol army way and the work with the rebels way. I'm not sure. Branching storylines in these old early 90s games is not super common, but it's possible. So let's have a look at our scroll. We got free blade barrier, restoration, resurrection, nice in a pinch. So hold on to that for now. Don't just throw it on the ground. Next up, we're going to go to that Kender Inn. We disturbed somebody, whatever. The Quiet Kender Tavern. A half-elf is serving a bar, and his wife is serving beverages. So we were told to go talk to the Mislaxa cleric. First, though, we'll have a drink. You pay some coins. The wooden mugs are cracked, so you gulp your drink down before it leaks. Not a very good tavern. The cleric says, "Oh, brave heroes! Thank you for freeing the hostages!" See, we probably could have came here first, and then he would have told us to go rescue the hostages to gain his trust or something. So we sort of skipped the first half of the story, maybe. Take this talisman. With it, you will be aided by friends of Mislaxa against the Hith worshippers. We get some bonus XP. And I guess we've got a quest, sort of MacGuffin. Nothing in our inventory, but technically we've got a talisman of Mislaxa. Use the talisman to enter the Rebel Street House. There you will find friends. Yeah, thanks. I guess we'll have one more drink. Okay, so now most of the doors, I think, on the west side should open to us. The viewpoint opens and tiny suspicious eyes stare out. An abrupt male voice blurts, "Who sent you?" The Thieves Guild. We're with the rebels here. The west side is rebel territory. Ah, then you must be the heroes who rescued the hostages from the Hith worshippers. Welcome to my shop. I sell arms. Want one? So, So about all that money you've been hoarding. I mean, the trouble, of course, with Wand of Lightning is it only casts it at, like, level 6 or something. So it's not going to do huge amounts of damage like a high-level mage would with lightning. But, you know, free casts for money. I mean, just cost you gold. I think these wands usually have... Ah, man, if it was real old-school D&D, you'd roll some dice to see how many charges it had, but... It's probably in this GoldBox engine. I feel like the way I remember it is like we're around 10 to 15 and then it runs out. Sadly, most of the enemy mages have the shield spell, which makes this useless. And Globe of Invulnerability, which makes this useless. And Globe of Invulnerability, which makes this useless. Necklace of Missiles, I think is Fireball, isn't it? I always get it mixed up, but... I don't think it's magic missiles, I think it's missiles of fireball. So that's pretty cheap for that. Might have less charges. And then Dart of Hornet's Nest is, it might be the ultimate mage interrupter. It should break a mirror image very quickly. Because this gets like 10 attacks in a row for low damage, but it should break a mirror image like instantly. Which is probably the main reason they're for sale here. I'm not going to buy any right now, but just keep that in mind. That's... got some potential. The trouble with Dart of Hornet's Nest is it doesn't stack. You can't have two on the same slot. So you got to have a separate inventory slot for each one. And if you ever click quick battle with your mage or whoever's got the dart, they just throw them away on the first enemy. So it's pretty annoying to hold on to. Good luck and good journey. Ah, heroes who rescued my people, welcome. A middle-aged human lets you in. How can I help you? Another place we can rest? That's probably good. Let's talk about the undead watchman. The press gangs arrest townspeople and deliver them to Trandamir. His tyrant turns these poor souls into the undead army. Tell me more. The tyrant, Trandamir. He was a petty religious official who took power from the king and is now the shadow leader of our kingdom. He brought the plague of these draconians on us. This guy knows all the details. The draconians guard the palace at all times. One odd thing, though, I've noticed. More draconians leaving the palace than entering. Yes, there's a bunch of dragon eggs, and they're building a draconian army. There are many draconian checkpoints, and you will need a clay pass to get inside. Thankfully, the priest already gave us one. Alright, good. I'm just gonna double check some doors. The commander should not be disturbed now. Go away. Oh, it's possible with the... Like, this is my separate route possible. If this is the commander's house, theoretically, if we had our army uniform, we might have been able to get into there and get the pass that way. Maybe. It's the heroes! Okay, so I did read in the clue book, Future Tubers. There were 2 training halls, one that we killed and one that is here. This one will train mages, whereas the other one trained fighters. It's kind of interesting. Take this short sword. It's served. Maybe there's 2 training halls on the rebel side too. It has served our cause well. Also, no lyrics allowed. Lots of background music, not like the biggest soundtrack here with the Tales series, but some nice background tunes. Alright, we got ourselves a short sword. I assume it's magical. Let's see how magical it is. So, with nothing equipped, Thaco, -1. With a short sword equipped, so that's a +4 short sword. We've actually got a couple of those. It's actually better than the longsword against anything human-sized. But the longsword's better against, large enemies. So we can leave that on for now. And, -5 Thaco. Pretty impressive. Okay. Let's check a couple more doors. So. I only know about this because I had a look at the clue book. But more of these old people, more of these strange rooms should be investigated. Let's talk to this elderly man. If you do not leave, I will call the temple priest. I shall fight you. Little did you know that the man shimmers and transforms into a draconian. This could be real bad, but I gotta give it a try. Serious boss battle music. This is not your regular encounter. Should have saved it before I came in here. So, what have we just walked into? Enchanted Baz. This is our first encounter with these guys. They don't have too many HP though. And our first enchanted Aurak. So, do you guys remember the kind of crazy stuff these guys have? Luckily, he doesn't start with, blink and fire shield and all that. But he can explode when he dies, just like an original Aurak. And the Bazes have the, rather than lose a weapon when dying, they have a chance to lose weapon whenever you hit them. So sure hope you brought lots of swords. They're going to be pretty resistant to magic, too. Let's try. I mean, we got fireballs to burn, right? I don't expect it to do much, though. Let's see. worked pretty good on the boss. Alright, the main goal, though, is really to interrupt the Orak. Because he's going to cast some nasty spells on us if we don't hit him. Or not, I don't know. Maybe he's really dumb. He's going to be difficult to kill, but let's see, what can we do? He has a lot of magic resistance, so I shouldn't expect magic to really work on him. At least the fireball mostly killed some of those guys. That's not bad. We need to make a path for my guys to walk over this way. I don't like having Rob up front, but what's life without some more fireballs? Yeah, this won't hit Rob. It'll hit the 4 on the right. I don't think we're going to have any chance connecting with him. You need to be, if I remember correctly, you need to be a level 30 mage to bypass an enchanted Orak's magic resistance. Every level below that is 5% less chance. Whew. 90 damage fireball. Killed all the Baz. So we're a high enough level for at least Rob. I think level 20 mage is about enough to bypass the boss's magic resistance. So that's pretty good. Well, yeah, that. Well, let's try to kill these boss first. They're not actually that tough. Their gimmick is just stealing weapons. They're more of a troll enemy than a super tough enemy. Now, you get them back, you know, if you win, so there's that. So magic is just not going to work on the enchanted Orak. So we'll try to smack him with some range stuff. Negative 8 AC, though. We should really try to set up a backstab. It's gonna be difficult. Oh! That should have been a backstab. Cheaters. Okay, we're in phase 2, which is Berserker mode, which means he gets a bunch of extra, like, Thaco or something. But he doesn't get much extra in the second form. Oh, he gets immolation, so we'll take damage from being adjacent to him now. Well, that didn't take very long. So his second form isn't actually much tankier than his first. Like, the enchanted Orak's second form is about the same as the normal Orak's second form. Nothing really special there. And his first form has a bunch of magic, but his final form, well, maybe you guys remember how this works. We're gonna make some distance here. But honestly, this was probably not as... This was tamer than I was expecting. Oof! The zapping effect is even worse, though. That's a lot more damage than what we used to get from the old Oraks. Congratulations to all the raiders that stuck around and evolved into yellow ankylos. Alright, you guys just back off. Now, I don't know if he's gonna move. In Death Knights of Krynn, Oraks chased you, but I don't think they do in Dark Queen once they're in the final form. Okay, now that we're far away, we should just end turn. He explodes. If you're anywhere near him, a ton of damage, but honestly, that wasn't so bad. So first, Enchanted Baz and Enchanted Orak. Good fight. All we get is some money. The house is strangely barren. Few furnishings or belongings remain. Search. Dang. Well, it could have been way worse. That was chill. Compared to vampires and enemy... Well, he was an enemy spellcaster, but just one spellcaster is way better than, like, 5 at a time. Okay, yeah, I'm surprised that went as smoothly as it did. Oh, and then everyone's weapons got unequipped because, you know, boss are jerks like that. So I gotta double check, or else I'll just, you know, attack. I'll just go punching things next battle. Okay, so we've got the talisman to go talk to people and the pass. We can go into the dungeon right now, but I want to finish exploring places that we weren't allowed. Right, so that's the commander's room. We've been there. We've been there. That's the tavern. This is the place of rest, where we can fix. And honestly, for now, let's just rest those spells back up real quick. It's definitely a little bit cheesy to just max out all your magic for every encounter, but the enemies cheat so much that I think it's fair. Okay. No one seems to be home. We might be done. I think that's all of the doors we're gonna get. Okay, so now we need to walk all the way around the town to the rear entrance to the palace. But I think we've pretty successfully explored the town. It's a bit smaller than the Minotaur town, at least. And most of the stuff seems to be, most of the fights were actually optional. We didn't have to fight the vampires or most of those squads of mages. I mean, some of them, because we had to rescue some prisoners. Alright. Lots of hooded figures. Probably all draconians. So this is where we're going to dive into the next layer of the dungeon, I think. So, we're going to... Well, we need the pass to get through. I guess we just pick the lock, though? I don't know. Drow, you're a pretty good thief. It still doesn't open. Bash it? Maybe that's like knocking on the door. Here you go, Aaron. Smack it. Maybe the knock... See, the game always tries to trick me. There's a spell called knock, which unlocks doors. Or you could just knock on the door, like, with your hand. And for the first time, that's actually what it was. Usually that just wastes a spell. When you wrap your fist on the door, the viewport slides open and steely black eyes peer out. What do you want? We got this lovely pass. The Draconian waves you in. Will you enter? Of course. Alright, welcome to the Palace of the Thenol King. The gates are well made out of cold steel, which resists magic. There is no lock to pick. They can only be opened from the inside. So I don't know which way to go, really, to be honest. Start with this side. A man hefts a barrel over his shoulder. He sees you, but keeps walking. Yeah. Hey, dude, what's up? No offense, but this drink is for Draconians. You wouldn't like it, I'm sure. Alright, you can have it. May Hith the Merchant keep watch over you. Maybe I should have bought it, I don't know, but... The guard post is deserted, but the doors are solidly barred. The waiting chamber. Okay, maybe this connects up to the other side anyway. The great kitchens of the palace. They are grimy and decrepit. And beep. A cool room where food is kept. There is enough here to feed an army. Anything hidden behind the loaves of bread? Uh-oh. Somewhere far below, a huge gong sounds. Throughout the palace, Draconians clash swords on shields and pledge abiding allegiance to Aristum at the top of their lungs. Well, only the Draconians did that. We're not Draconians, so we're safe. Okay, so this was the other entrance. So we just got to the back of the kitchen. Huge ovens, okay. Stay a little... Don't fall into those. No Hansel and Gretel on this stream. This is just where the cooks live, you know. Yeah, they just live here. There's no cooks, they just live there. A man comes up to you. Little monkey-like animals crawl all over him. Strange. Good day! Would you like to buy an urchin? Only 50 steel. No, thanks. Sounds like a bad idea. They're just gonna rob me. Maybe next time. May Hith the Merchant keep watch over you. I expect Hith the Merchant is like whatever you call him, a Loki style, a trickster style god, not a honest god. A challenge from the south stops you. Halt. Draconians press up against the grating. No rules. We must investigate you. A Draconian looks at the dwarf and its eyes narrow. Vlar Magnar! Eat the dwarves! Ooh, okay, serious mode. So, these are not enchanted. It's still an Aurak, though, so those guys are pretty dangerous. Bozaks have spells, Auraks have spells. These guys explode. Seavacs are just fighters. Dark Wizards are a real pain. And then we got another Aurak. None of these guys are enchanted. Okay. So the primary goal is to deal with the Dark Wizard and hopefully the Aurak. This is what I should have more blade barriers up for. Now, the thing is, these guys aren't enchanted, so I don't think they can resist most of my fireballs. We'll see. Nah, we're good. It's the enchanted ones with the huge magic resistance. Alright, good. Now, we definitely need to do something about that Dark Wizard. But for now, keep this one entertained. Pixel, still no blade barriers. We could cast Power Word Troll. I mean, this guy's gonna have mirror image, so it's just gonna miss. But the Aurak doesn't, and we can't target it. Actually, we can. Hold on. Next. Nope. Because he's invisible. Hey there, Great Zwint. French sycophant. All right. Well, I'm glad. Thanks for stopping by. Well, I was planning on trying to power word the Aurak, but it is invisible, so I can't target it. I guess we'll try on the wizard. It's probably going to do nothing, though. Hey, man, it worked. That was good. That was great. Cool. I didn't expect that to work, but Power Word Kill finally got somebody that actually needed to die. Got one. Got two. Not bad. I want to save the Aurak for last, though. Still coughing, makes it a little bit easier to hit him. Now he's in Form 2. Now he's in Form 2. Or wait, no, that's Form 3. Right? Pretty sure we got him to that one to Form 3. Yeah. These, what we're trying to say, these regular Auraks are not too bad. Alright, so that guy's gonna explode. This guy's gonna explode. They don't get any... Yeah, we're done. We just gotta move out of the way. It's actually a lot more reliable getting away from them in... considerably more reliable. This is much safer to deal with than in Death Knights. Not only, you know, we've got more HP and everything, of course, but... in Death Knights they chased you, even though they were in Form 3, and now they just sit there until they explode, which is what they're supposed to do. Alright. Good reminder. I expect we'll be fighting a lot of Draconians. So, getting back into the habit of how they all work is probably a good plan. We found the Mage's Gear. That's garbage, though. We've seen it before. You hear a crash, and Auroch stands before shards of a clay tablet. A clay tablet? It ignores you and instead tries to crush the fragments underfoot. Well, I don't know what's more important than us, so kill it. Just kill it? I mean, he's going to explode anyway, so it's kind of silly, but... Wow, regular Aurochs, man. What a joke. We already fought a big Auroch. You, old school Aurochs need to get with the times. Come on. Get out of there. Alright, that should be far enough away, and turn... Easy. You try to put the smashed tablet back together again. This is recorded as Journal 12. This better be important. We risked our life for this tablet. Oh, it's a map that we can't really see in GoldBox. Thanks, beep. That's a headset test. Make sure everyone's awake. No sleeping on the job, future tubers, or live tubers either, really. So I gotta switch over to Journal mode. Journal 12. Let's see, what do we got? Somewhere in here, you know, this big old book. Alright, journals. It is like this one? Yeah, okay. So someone decipher this for me, please. Put it into Google Translate. Greetings! The Thenolian spies have evidently been successful. Trandamir tells us that I will have the Book of Amrokar. He's something Hawk Bluff with a day or so with the book. And then something generals should be able to focus their efforts towards our goals. Perhaps something yourselves to something come many more of our brethren out of the abyss. So, the Book of Amrokar is apparently very important. It was stolen from the Minotaur place, and we were told by the Oracle to get it, I think. So I think the idea here is go to Hawk Bluff to get the book, and then they're going to continue to create more Draconians rather than look for the book. I guess it's pretty important. But the Oracle sure didn't tell us any tips about why we want it, other than get the book. Okay, well, this was probably a good room to explore. It's like the prison cell, maybe? Something like that, anyway. Somewhere far below, the huge gong sounds. Oh yeah, Draconians doing their thing. Behind the bars, Draconians idly polish their weapons. One looks up. Show something to it? What would we show a Draconian? No, I don't... No. I don't know what we would want to show it, other than the middle finger, maybe. We're just here to kill Draconians. We're not really here to talk. Hey there, Rob. The door won't open. Well, that's what our thief is here for to do. Joral, open. Congratulations, you got some experience. Maybe we should be searching this room. Okay, let's go to search mode. It does make the time go by pretty quick. Still nothing, unfortunately. Alright, we'll just keep looking around. So there's stairs that go up. Let's just remember that for later. The chamber is musty, smells of decay. Prepare for incoming vampires. Or something worse. There's like 7 of them. I was just... vampires would... I should have saved. Well, I haven't saved in so long. Okay, it's just some black pudding. Just some tasty treats. It's just black pudding. It's just some black pudding. Well, engage fireballs. There's only one way to deal with pudding, and it's to warm it up in the microwave. Good damage. That's 3. Yeah, I can throw some blade barrier here. Cast, just pray. Yeah, just pray. You're gonna delay your turn. You're gonna move this way. You're gonna beep at us, beep on the future tubers a little bit. Send them up some microwave. Gotta warm up that pudding. Not a good damage roll. There's our prayer. Not dead yet. Alright, so Tim needs to help out. Gotta warm them up a little bit more. They're not ready yet. There we go. That's some well-cooked pudding. I don't actually know if this works, but hey, clerics don't really have a whole lot of fireball magic. It does work. They're too close for an easy fireball. We could try... I don't remember if they're immune to lightning. I could certainly look it up. I don't think they're like iron golem. It's not going to cast haste on them. And they're immune to lightning. Okay, the good news is the blade barrier is doing its job. This is where burning hands would actually probably work because it's almost dead. If you're a level 14 mage, burning hands would do 14 damage and kill it. Sadly, I don't have that. What about... I haven't really tried the big insta-death spells on these things. Nope. Oh, but we know what we've got. We've got Flame Strike. That should do the trick. I think they might be hit a... I don't even know Magic Missile. Does Magic Missile work on these? Was it the Magic Missile or was it the Blade Barrier? Magic Missile usually works, right? Anyway, cool. Not the worst. They didn't hit anybody, so that's the main thing. A man comes up to you, little monkey. No. No. I don't want any. What I do need to do is save, though, because anywhere that has equipment destroying slimes requires even more frequent saves. Well, we found the stairs up, but let's keep exploring around before we go to the next floor. Fill up our map. You notice something about the guard post. You write it down. Erdegaard, remember, our bard is following us around writing all these notes for us. Alright, here you go. The first thing that you notice is that, like the rest of New Orem, the palace is decrepit. Pools of water stain what was once glossy marble floors. Cracks web the fine stone walls. The smell of decay is everywhere. We're gonna fight a Draco Lich, aren't we? But ahead you see something solid and new. The way is barred by a guard station built of hard stone and gates of cold steel. Trails of Cold Steel. Different game. Okay, so this sounds important. It's resistant to magic. Is it resistant to opening with a... Oh, there's draconians. They send us through. Wonder if this is a one-way trip. Draconian barracks. One of these is going to be a fight for sure. Or not. Okay. So... Oh, I see. So this is like the front door to the castle. And then this is their main choke point. And we can only pass because we've got the uniforms and the item that lets you pass, the clay pass. That's why we're actually allowed through there. Okay. I don't know what these rooms are. Just random rooms. Many followers of Hith occupy this room. They eye your Thenol uniforms. One comes forward. Perhaps the loyal warriors would like a chance to rise quickly in the ranks. We can arrange for a glorious assignment to protect our king himself. Sounds like a good idea. But put these on. He tosses the gaudy garb on the palace guard to you. Congratulations, guys. We got promoted from regular guard to palace guard. Go downstairs and report to the Draconians there. Hith the merchant travels with you. I feel like we're doing pretty well on our sneaky job, except for all the dead mages and stuff we've had to kill. A woman pushes a small apple cart. She sees you and looks afraid. Look here, I have a permit to sell to the lizard faces. She flaps a piece of paper and rushes away. I guess now we're the man now. You'll need to pay duty on that apple cart there, lady. Okay, well, we've pretty much explored the outside area. Mostly. Let's just finish our auto mapping. There's like a little room here. Just another food storage. Okay. So, oh, there's one more little off to the side here I didn't really check out. Okay, so there's a way up and there's a way down. I don't specifically know if one's better than the other. And then there's that draconian wall. Now, we were told to go downstairs, so we maybe should do that. Maybe we should save before we do that. Okay. Oh, this is another upstairs? I thought it said down. Maybe both ways lead up here. You hear footfalls. I did I did a circuit of the room to explore, and then when I walk into the middle of the Oju's attack. Well, these guys aren't that bad. These are just big, giant, friendly tentacle monsters. There. We can handle this. Primarily, they're not immune to fire or anything, or really anything. So we'll just use a couple normal fireballs on them to save some time. And then we'll just shoot through. There's a lot of them, but it's fine. Save the delayed blast fireballs for real threats. I mean, there's definitely quite a few. But this should thin the herd. Alright. Smoke it. Now, they do get quite a few attacks, so they can dish out a bit of damage. A nice vertical wall would be ideal for us, so the fewest number of them can fight. And the most of us. But it'll be over in short order. Otyu's defeated. 20,000 experience, not bad. Could grind on that. The door won't open. Well, you know what to do. Pick that lock. So we're just sort of exploring the castle right now. I don't really know where we're going. And a lot of these are just dead ends. It's not a very sensible castle layout, to be honest. But it is supposed to be falling apart. Watch out! Suspicious people have been seen. Make sure no one gets to the king. They send us right through. That palace guard outfit getting work done. They trust us. I feel like this is all a big trap to get us fed to the king, but you know, we'll see. You want to keep going up or down? I mean, I don't feel like I explored this floor very well, but sure, let's keep going. Oh, I see, I see. Good, I'm glad I went through that. So now we know both staircases connect up to this floor. One at the bottom sort of left, if this is a quarter map, and one at the top right. And then probably far right of this quarter will be the stairs up. Suddenly, a small figure bursts out of hiding. All right, who's leading this bunch? Speak up. Well, I mean, that's probably Aaron. What are you doing here in the middle of a guard outpost? The young dwarf woman looks unimpressed. Was expecting to talk to Thornham, no doubt. Well, Aaron's already got a girlfriend, so maybe this is gonna be Thornham's friend. What I have to know is, do you hate Draconians or not? Now, we're not in a great place to say this out loud. You realize we're surrounded by Draconians in a guard outpost at this exact second? Yeah, I mean, shh, but yes. Then you got a problem. This place is gonna be crawling with them. Yeah, I know. They're everywhere. If you want to see for yourself, go down to the dungeon. They're preparing to hatch a bunch more putrid lizards. I was with a bunch of Thenols. We talked to the king upstairs. You seen him yet? No, I'm trying to find my way. I'm lost. You should try talking some sense into the blubberhead. What a misguided fool. We went down to get the dungeon and saw them bringing the eggs out. And then those sour-livered Thenols, I was turned tail and run. Oh, I was with. The Thenols ran off. I was on my way back to see the queen. You talked to her yet? No, I don't even know where she is. I heard she was not so daft. Anyway, can I join you guys? Help off some Draconians? You got it. Hey, let's go. They're cooking those eggs right now. You notice crumbled stone and acid burns on the floor. How many Draconians did you kill, Grunchka? Let's save the game and then see Grunchka on GoldBox Companion. There we go. We got ourselves a Grunchka. A female fighter with a lot of bonus strength. Pretty good. Battle axes, plate mail helm, not the best armor class. Battle axes are two-handed. So if I wanted to help her out, I would give her a one-handed weapon and a shield, but I don't have any spares on me right now. But we could probably get her like -5, -6 AC with a similar weapon. We'll see. Okay, another fighter. Sure. A fighter with less armor class than our mages. Well, one of these days we'll find the way to the queen or the king. And then we'll hit down to the dungeon and try to kill us some dragons. A lair filled with treasure? Huzzah! Money, jewelry, gems. Great wealth for all. Let's detect magic. None of this is magical. So all we got is the money, basically. You can probably tell by the experience as well. The more experience you get, the better the gear. Because they're kind of tied together. The gold value of items is tied to the experience you get. Kind of a weird old thing. Oh, some skeletons came out of the closet. I guess it's the 90s. Okay, stop ambushing me. No, no. Stop it. There's vampires. Specters and vampires. They all have level train. No. And also liches. There's just 2 liches hiding out in this. It's just a closet full of liches and stuff. Remember when a lich was like an area boss? How about turn undead? Yeah. That'll do. I'm glad we got all the specters out. Let's try to turn some more. Nothing. Protection from evil a little bit. Luckily they weren't vampire mages. Now, what have the liches got on them? Let's check this out. Immune to cold, immune to electricity, immune to fear, immune to non-magical, and can paralyze. They probably have a bunch of spells too. That's not as bad as some days. Let's throw a fireball at them. I mean, this will just have to do. Okay. No, Pixel, you got hit. Ha! Ha! Rob, that was good. So Rob just turned 2 liches and 2 vampires. Alright, we're good. Skeletons might take a minute to kill, but yeah, we're good. They only managed to drain 1 person, probably 2 levels. Alright, well, it's gonna take a little while to wrap this up, because these skeletons are pretty tanky, but you know what you gotta do. And protection from evil would help against skeletons, so they'll have an even harder time hitting us. Oh yeah, we got this Grunchka. Battle axe not great against skeletons. Drow with backstabbing would be good. I guess we'll switch over to the Hoopak because it's blunt. You might only get 1 attack per turn with that, though, rather than your fighter weapons that get you 2 attacks. Switching to skeleton bashing. So we've got to remember to restore Pixel after this battle. You can stay up there. You're not going to help much. Let's leave a spot for Aaron. Okay. That fight could have gone a lot worse with the ambush, because specters and vampires all drain levels, so if they'd gotten better turn order, we could have had some real problems, but as it is, we should be okay. We do need to encamp, and Pixel, I don't know exactly how many levels were drained. Should just be 2, to be honest, but because multi-class works weird, I don't know. Let's cast Restoration. That was just 1, I think. So I think we need 1 more. Restoration. Cast. Yeah, there you go. So now Pixel's back to correct level and is in fact ready to level up if we ever get back to a training hall. But that's fine. Okay, better save. And check the closet. Nothing. Just some random difficult undead fight for no... Well, you guys have been complaining about the lack of dragons lately in a Dragonlance game, right? Just some death dragons. So, 120 HP. If you were playing on champion mode, they'd have 180 hit points. Minus 11 AC. That's pretty gross. Luckily, Thornum's got a lot of HP these days. Let's see if we can help him out. They're gonna breath us very quickly if our fighters don't get a turn, so try to split up a little bit here. Alright, here you go, Thornum. Everyone else just split. I really need the guys with the Dragonlance to get their turn. No. Good. Grunchka is the perfect target. Just beat up on Grunchka. Alright, here we go. Charge. 194 damage. I've never seen a damage over 200, and we might see one today. Oh, Grunchka, you're getting your butt kicked. But good job tanking for the team. I really appreciate that. You're doing a fine job, sir. Alright, Aaron, can you do this? 206. Oh, he missed. Usually he'd get 2 attacks, but negative 11 armor class, even someone like Aaron misses a little bit. Let's just split up. Grunchka, run. Try not to die. Oops! I had the attack right there, and I hit E accidentally, so we wasted it. Thornum, save the day. But yeah, 2 Dragonlances make that fight pretty automatic. Aaron took a bit of a beating, but he's alright. Alright, 4,000 XP, no rewards. Okay, let's heal up Grunchka, because Grunchka did actually help. I should have checked if Grunchka was a mountain or hill dwarf. See how friends with Thornum they are. Hill dwarves are the enemy, if you remember from... yeah, it's a hill dwarf from Death Knight. The hill dwarves were all crazy and attacked us back in the last game. So I don't think we're friends with Grunchka. She might be a sweet-talking 100-year-old female dwarf lady. But she's a hill dwarf. She's not from the real mountains. She did not dig deeply, nor greedily enough for us. Also, 5 charisma. God. Remember when I'm like, oh, I'm going to give Thornum 6 charisma. We found someone who's even worse at charisma than Thor. Alright, let's continue our adventure. Just some death dragons wandering the castle. Inside. What a lovely place. Neat. So this should take us back to the beginning, almost. Okay, yeah, that's the, this was the stairs up. So we've done a full loop. I assume this is like the throne room, maybe in the middle there. Let me finish exploring the outside inner circle. You surprise a lone figure, but he doesn't seem scared. Ah, the king's guards, but I understand now. I'll work for the tyrant Trandamir. This is definitely a lich. He seemed surprised. I called him tyrant, and you did not seem to mind. You must be loyalists. Yes. I am a loyalist too. Have been for hundreds of years. But politics, of course, cannot prevent us from eating you! We almost talked him through it. Uh-oh. That's a lot of red tiles. What do we got? Vampire Cleric, Vampire Mage, Mummies, and another Lich, and a whole bunch. This time, Mages galore. So, job 1, try to split up a little bit. And job 2 is burn them. That would have been too convenient. Actually, because of this wall, I don't think it'll hit anything on the north side anyway, but... Go, Fireball, go! Good. Great. Decent. Could have been worse, but we did not hit the mage. So that guy's interrupted. This guy is not. And neither is that one yet. Nor is the Lich. More DBPs. Yep. Back up. I don't see any other thing. There's nothing we can do other than to try to burn them all ASAP. I mean, the mummies are nothing super scary, so just getting the chaff out of the way. Good hit on the vampires. Now, we've interrupted the Lich's spell casting, which is cheating. But we have not interrupted the Vampire Mage at all, and there's 2 of them. I really need to start saving up more, what am I trying to say? More, Blade Bearers. Now, are these guys, they've got Fire Shield, right? Yeah. Drain levels, Mirror Shield, or Mirror Image, Fire Shield, Ice, immune to cold. So they've got that double whammy. They take half damage to fire and can save for 0, and are weak to cold, but also immune to cold and electricity. So possibly immune to fire, ice, and electric, just because of their cheating stats. Plus they get Mirror Image, melee damage, reflection, and blink. Not blink, and Mirror Image. Like, it's a good combo. The Vampire Mages are definitely big fat jerks. They do not have a Globe of Invulnerability, notably. So unlike the other mages, the human mages that were smart, unless they have a shield spell, I do not believe they have a shield spell. So what we can do, and I hadn't maybe thought of it, because each one of these enemy mages is kind of like a new puzzle to unwrap. Yeah, that'll work. We just need 1 magic missile per mage. Also, that'll work too, just, you know, shooting them. Okay, I'm gonna hit this one over here. Fire away. Yeah, magic missile is probably the way to do this, honestly. It's pretty cheap. Okay, Thornum, let's switch you back from Dragonlance to melee. Isn't there a cleric somewhere? It'd be nice to finish that cleric off before we jump on the skeletons too much. There we go. We'll switch Aaron back to melee mode as well. Now, we could try to hit one of these mages, but we would get zapped. I don't know if it'd be worth it. Maybe, I'm really lazy. I never do this, but Aaron does get a lot of bow damage compared to most people, because he gets that strength modifier on his arrow damage. So he could just one-shot it. Oh. Well, wait a second. How did Grunchka shoot the vampire mage? Was it just good turn order? They don't say invisible on their rap sheet. Maybe I forgot to equip a arrow. Just don't mind me. Don't mind me. Ooh, one arrow, 14 damage. Another arrow, 15 damage. Okay, okay. That was totally worth it. Aaron with a bow is our vampire killer. You never thought... It's got like a little wooden stake on the front of the arrows. Okay, that was sweet. Oh, there's still a lich, by the way. Don't forget the lich. Okay, good job. Now you can put that bow away and go smash a lich. Because it's a second round now. Okay, and that's it. Job done. I even got a backstab for fun. Why would you use a crossbow on a skeleton? It seems silly. Alright, that fight went very smoothly. Wooden stake is implied on the arrow. I mean, arrows usually have like metal or flint on the arrowhead, which I wouldn't expect vampires to be weak to. But if you changed it to some sort of stake-like front form, maybe you could kill... I don't know. I don't feel like arrows or quarrels are usually what are used to kill vampires. But yeah, it's fine. Alright, 12,000 XP, some gems. Ooh, this is actually stuff. We got some magical plate mail and some more scrolls. Pixel will take the scroll, and let's say Tim takes the plate mail for now. Now he's already got plate +4, but let's see how this compares. -12 AC. So it's only plate +3. It's not that good. It's pretty great. It's just not as good as what everyone else has already. Yeah, everyone's got plate +3 or better. Grunchka, what kind of plate mail do you have? You want this? Let's give it to Grunchka. No need to hoard all of the magical gear. Grunchka did take some breath from a death dragon, right? So -2, it's exactly the same. We've got so much plate +3, it doesn't even matter anymore. Oh well, I tried. So it's just garbage. Let's see, we do have some more spell scrolls. So quick look at these. Probably nothing we need at this level. Like if you were somehow not having learned Meteor Swarm already, then maybe, but at this point. Okay, let us continue our adventure. Oh, we're already an hour in. Wow. Future tubers. Before we go to the next floor, let's try to mostly wrap up this outer exploration. So this also leads to the middle, maybe? Maybe. Indeed it do. Seems to be rather lackluster. Little circular area. We did join up with Grunchka, so, you know, progress of a type. Okay, so it might be worth checking that hallway to our west, because it might be prizes. Okay, and this all just links back up. Just check for prizes over this way. There's no prizes. Well, we tried. Can't say I didn't try to full explore. Ooh, Rob gets a nice gambling win up to BlueAnkylo. All that gambling paying off for him. And yeah, we'll explore this big room here. See what this is. You enter the royal apartments of King of Thenol. The place is a mess. Ooze drips from the walls. The columns look in danger of collapse. There are even pools of water in the uneven floor. You see the dust holds a confusion of tracks. Some humans, some not. Yeah, so how did the king let all this bad stuff happen, right? That's the real question. The grand reception hall. Pieces of ceiling litter the floor. Clearly it's taken a while. Is the king secretly a lich? Hey there, Tonic. We are fighting our way through this game. I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's definitely scale difficult higher than maybe it needs to be. Just the enemy mages, man. Okay, so it seems pretty empty for a royal hall. Not even any guards. Let's just fill out our mini map here. Check these side chambers for prizes. Seems pretty dead. Alright, let's save here then, now that we've mapped that all out. The Draconian guards stay back. Nobody sees His Majesty without a signet from Lord Trandemir. Be off. They didn't tell us to go up here, didn't they? No, they told us to go down. So we know where the king is, or we know where the king might be, in theory. He's locked at the top of the castle. He's probably been dead for hundreds of years, seeing as there's Draconians guarding him. I don't even know how to get down, though, to be totally honest. Right, this room had the stairway. I just missed it. So this is where, this is like the main floor. So is the way down in the middle here? Because that's the only place I haven't been. So maybe we can get through here if we try giving them something? Show something? Yes. Show them some money. Show them the clay tablet. I think it's the uniform. Maybe that was what we were supposed to learn. It didn't connect in my head. But we got the fancy palace uniforms, right? So now we're allowed to go downstairs. They laugh. Somewhere below a... okay. They laughed at my cool uniform. Money? They still laugh at me. How about these guys on this side? The clay tablet was broken by a Draconian that was trying to hide the orders. So I don't see why that would help. Weapon? Seems kind of like, I'm gonna kill you. Well, I guess it's the clay tablet then. One sees it and comes forward to inspect. Oh, the brave escorts! Ha! You're late. Okay, I did not read that situation correctly at all. I thought the tablet was some sort of secret that they didn't want me to see. But maybe it was more like it's a pass card and the Draconian tried to destroy it before I could steal it from him or something. I don't know. I mean, they told us to wear the Palace Guard uniform to get into the basement anyway, so I think that would have worked. Alright, well, we're gonna pause the recording here, so future tubers... Oh, Oh, the gong stopped you from resting. That's clever. Yeah, clever, clever. Future tubers, we're going to end the episode here. So thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Next time, we will go downstairs to the next floor of the Thenol Castle. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.